One of the things we have struggled with as FM players for the last few years is a world-class goalkeeper. That's the Wonderkid that you can pick up. There's been Donnarumma. Outside of that, it's kind of not really world-class. But this year, viewers, I think we finally have another one. Let's take a look. Another player spotlight, and this time it's a goalkeeper. Yes, welcome to the Mega Luke Gaming channel, viewers. It's another player spotlight. You guys have been smashing the likes, the views, and everything like that on the player spotlights, and I cannot thank you enough. We are very close now to hitting that 10,000 subscriber mark. So if you are new around here, or you've been keep coming back for these player spotlights, and you've yet to hit that little red button down there which subscribes, remember it's free. Remember, doing that means you are less likely to miss a video in the future. And it'll also help me get to 10,000 subscribers before Christmas. That's the goal right there. Anyway, viewers, we have a fantastic player on our hands today. It's a goalkeeper. Let's not waste any more time. I want you to take a look at him right now. His name is Martin van der Voort, and he plays in Belgium for Genk, the 18-year-old. He's 6'2" at the start of the game. You can see here, he's kind of already ready to be a goalkeeper in a lot of aspects. Maybe not at the highest level of the Champions League, but this guy could certainly do a job in the Premier League. And because of his potential, viewers, he will grow into a fantastic player in the Premier League very fast. Now, he has the potential range of 150 to 180. So if he does reach 180, he will be classed as one of the best goalkeepers in the world. If you take away any regens or new gens that are coming into the game, he probably would be one or two of the best goalkeepers in the world when he reaches his peak. So, what we have basically done, viewers, we have cranked him, of course, all the way up to a potential ability of 180. We're going to progress his career throughout. We're going to go 8 years for this one, just so you can see the benefit. And we're kind of going to let it go naturally. And massive thank you to Darth Necris for doing this player spotlight. It's a good one, viewers. So, let's take a look at where we've put him. Viewers, after 2 seasons of first team football, this is what Martin looks like already. Just 20 years of age, and already he looks a phenomenal goalkeeper, I think you'd agree. A 4-star current ability at his current club of Genk. We'll be moving him on after this season and see how he gets on throughout his career. So another 6 years at different clubs. That's, I think, the best way to go about it. But a lot of 15s you can see here. Positioning, reflexes, his kicking is a 16, one-on-ones is 15. He's very well-rounded, to be honest. And great physicals too, which kind of is underestimated on a goalkeeper. He's exceptionally good if you want to sweep a keeper because of his pace. Obviously, his agility has got to be very good as a goalkeeper. But yeah, natural fitness, high. Is that a good thing for goalkeepers? You tell me. But a good jump in reach, even though he's 6'2" as well, so he's going to be a good aerial threat. He's got a good command of area, and aerial reach, of course. But so far, viewers, not too bad. And if we do look at his career so far, he played 40 games in the second season, 30 in the first, and he's got a lot of clean sheets, viewers. 22 clean sheets in 40 games, only conceding 23 goals. That is, in the grand scheme of things, that is very good for a goalkeeper to only concede 23 goals in 40 appearances. That's something special. But at this point in his career, even at the age of 20, Martin is unhappy. He wants to move to a bigger club. We are going to give him that pleasure of moving to a bigger club. We are going to move him into France, viewers. We have picked a team in France to see how he can progress throughout his career. And it is at this point, I will say, that if you enjoy wrestling, I have had my second wrestling match, which you can find on the Reach Wrestling YouTube channel. I'll leave a link down in the description. I was a third match on the card of week number 11, should you wish to see that. We also have a Discord community, viewers, with nearly 3,000 people who just love talking about FM. You also get to download tactics. I will be putting a shortlist on the Discord as well of all the player spotlights that we have done so far, because at the end of this one, viewers, I've got a little idea of how I'm going to score these. I'm going to score these Wonderkids now from now on. I'm going to score these player spotlights out of a 5-star rating because I think it's more fun. I'm just doing these player spotlights willy-nilly. And a lot of people ask which one's the best ones and stuff like that. Maybe if I do this and I create a spreadsheet, people love spreadsheets, I can do that, and then it'll be a lot easier for you guys to find. So the link to the Discord is down in the description. Let's move over to France, and we're going to skip his first year in France. We'll go back on the 4th year of his career and see how we're doing. Okay, viewers, we are in France and we are at Marseille. Now, the reason why I told my simulator to do this, a massive thank you to all of my simulators. If you want to maybe be a part of the simulation team, let me know. That is in the Discord. I wouldn't be able to put out as much content around this time if it wasn't for the fact that these guys are doing these simulations for me, because of myself moving house, of working full-time and everything like that. These simulations take a long time, so it's thanks to them that I'm able to bring you all of these simulations in such a short space of time. So massive thank you to Darth Necris for doing this one. We have popped him at Marseille, and I gave James, his actual name, the discretion to pick whatever team had the worst goalkeeper at the top of Ligue 1, and he chose Marseille. And I'm actually glad for that, because they don't necessarily have the best defence compared to the other two teams, Lyon and PSG maybe. And now Martin is classed as their key player, and for very good reason, viewers, because if we take a look at him, oh my word, yes, oh my word, at 22 years of age, and I've checked, he is very close now to 108 current ability. So that suggests that he has progressed very well in such a short space of time. Positioning now 17, reflexes 17, one-on-ones 18, kicking 17, handling 16. Look how many greens are at the top, viewers, as well. His agility's 18. This guy is absolutely outstanding. Mentally, he's very good as a goalkeeper as well. He's a commanding goalkeeper by description, and a 4.5-star current ability player. Only has one negative, which he fits into the secondary group of the core social group. Is that really a negative to me? Not in my opinion. He is worth, viewers, £54 million. And it is at this point, viewers, I've realised that I never told you how much you can actually buy Martin for at the start of the game. Well, here it is. £13 million was the lowest I managed to get Martin for, so in the grand scheme of things, that's not too bad. A world-class goalkeeper in a few years' time. And you think how long you have a goalkeeper for if he is your number one goalkeeper at the top. And then he is also worth £54 million after 4 seasons. £13 million is nothing. So if we look at the seasons that he has had at Marseille, and we picked him up from Genk for £20 million. It's quite a realistic transfer fee, I think, after 2 years. The first season, not as good. He did struggle. He had 11 clean sheets with 44 conceded in 34 games. However, this season, viewers, he picked it up a bit. 29 conceded in 38 games with 16 clean sheets and 5 player of the matches. 5 in a season of 38 games for the goalkeeper to get 5 player of the matches out of the 22 players is quite impressive. Viewers, that is very impressive. If I want to have a look at his stats as well, so you can basically see this season, he has faced 225 shots in total this season, and he saved 192 of them. That's 85% of the shots faced at Martin van der Voort he saved. I think that's quite impressive. In the league, there we have 16 clean sheets. He had 30 shots that were tipped, 45 were parried, and saved that were held. 99 saves that were smashed at his goal, he kept hold of. That's quite impressive. An average rating at the end of 7.17, and in the cup a 7.2. His best performance was an 8.3 in total, which suggests maybe a penalty save, for instance, or something like that. So overall, these statistics are very impressive for the young goalkeeper. The 6th season, viewers, in total, and the 4th season at Marseille brought a runners-up Europa League trophy, which is quite impressive, although they did do quite bad, to be honest, in the league. But that means he obviously had more shots at him, so it would be great to see his actual progression. So we'll take a look at him. Here he is, Martin, and he kind of looks even better than what he was before, to be fair. There's a few attributes there which I'm sure have gone up. A 4.5-star player. So if we actually have a look at his progress since he has been at Marseille, so this is obviously for the last 4 years. He had growth when he was still at Genk as well. Look how many of these attributes are 4s, 5s. There's a lot of 3s, a lot of 2s as well, but 4s and 5s there, viewers. I mean, throw in, You can start off fantastic counter-attacks with 16 throw-in. One-on-ones has gone up by 4. It's going to be very hard to beat in one-on-one. Concentration of 5 as well. Anticipation of 5. Positioning of 3. A lot of attributes since he's even come to France. For just 4 years, he's done very well in. And that leads us round to this season statistics here. He saved 79% of his shots, so not as much as what it was the last season. But that tells me, obviously, because the way the simulations are set up, we don't have the simulators to do any transfers. We basically let all the assistants do all the transfers other than selling any players so that we don't lose the player spotlight that we are looking at. So that might mean that they maybe sold their best defenders, because I know there are a few decent centre-backs here at Marseille. They might have sold them and never replaced them properly, which means we're going to have a bit more of a leakier defence. He's going to be facing a lot more shots, and he did. 391 shots he faced. And if you remember rightly from the last time we had a look at this statistic page, it was in the 200s. So we're almost in the 400s. He's conceded a lot more than what he did because he had so many more shots peppered at his goal, and he still managed to save 79% of them, which in the grand scheme of things is not too bad, viewers. So we're now going to skip to the final year, viewers, number 8, season number 8. And what we have basically done here is we let his contract run out, just out of curiosity to see what clubs picked him up. And he actually stayed in France for a team that I rather dislike. And that team, viewers, is Rennes. And the reason why I hate Rennes is because of last year's Youth to Go. Now, if you want to see this year's Youth to Go, twitch.tv/OmegaLuke Gaming is well underway, and we are very much enjoying ourselves over there on Twitch. So please drop me a follow and come over and say hi. But Martin van der Voort chose to go here on a free transfer, and that's fair enough. They have built an actual really good team. And you did see as well that they finished second in Ligue 1, and Lyon actually finished top. So funny enough, it's not actually too bad in the when you look at it like that. PSG finishing in third place, 7 points behind us. They got some great strikers as well, viewers. Darwin Núñez is one of the players that people keep telling me to do player spotlights on. There's no need. He's also very good. And we also have a Regen, who's probably one of the best strikers in the world. So they are doing very well. They have built up a bit of a good side here. Marseille are finishing in 9th, but Martin himself, he is their key player once again, and that's because he's probably the best goalkeeper in the world. And I have checked, he is at 180 at this point. So if you did have the best Martin van der Voort in your game, this is what you can be looking at in the very near future for having him. He has no cons whatsoever. And if we do look at his statistics here, 41 conceded in 38 games, 15 clean sheets. That's almost his record high, but a 7.11 average rating is very good for a goalkeeper, especially an attacking goal. Well, a team for right at the top of the division, that many. 330 shots faced, 78% was saved. So still a decent amount. 78% of the shots at him have been saved. Quite happy with that, to be honest. So I think this guy's career has been absolutely fantastic. And if you look at him right now, that is a world-class goalkeeper for me. One of the best goalkeepers that you can get. Wonderkid on the game for the last 3 or 4 years, maybe since Donnarumma was first introduced into our games. I really like Martin van der Voort. And so that brings us back to the very last part of this player spotlight, viewers. Out of 5 stars, how am I going to rate Martin van der Voort as a Wonderkid on this game? There's going to be a few different things, the categories that I will be judging this player on, and they are as follows, viewers. Of course, it's going to be cost. How much does this player cost at the start of the game? Attributes per position. That's obviously very important, how well he develops. His value later on in the game. His return statistics, how he actually performs in the game. And finally, does he have that something special? And by something special, I mean the types of players that we've seen on these player spotlights, where it's just that Nico Serrano touch of FM21 so far. Which, by the way, spoiler alert, Nico Serrano is a 5-star. That is a 5-star player spotlight. So what is Martin van der Voort? Cost-wise, £13 million. It is quite pricey for one of the Wonderkids, but he is one of the cheapest goalkeepers that you can get that are young on this game, because there isn't a lot of option, and he is the best. So that's not too bad. If we look at attribute per position, he definitely ticks that box. Attributes per position, absolutely fantastic. His value later, well, he ended the game there, viewers, at 26 years of age at £60 million. So that is definitely a very good return on your money in the grand scheme of things. In the return statistics, though, he had some good seasons, he had some difficult seasons where he conceded a lot more goals. Does he have that something special? I don't think so, but for a goalkeeper that is very difficult to have. So I'm going to give Martin van der Voort 3 out of 5 stars. And there we have it, that's the video, viewers. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments what star rating you'd give this player in the future. And of course, would you buy this player? Have you bought this player in the past? Make sure you follow me on Twitter at OmegaLuke. Make sure you go across to the Twitch page and you're giving me a follow on there so that you do not miss any of the Youth to Goal series that is coming your way when we're in Bundesliga 2 with Holstein Kiel. Hopefully we can get ourselves promoted in the season that I'm currently on right now. Of course, viewers, make sure you're liking this video, subscribing and helping me get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the new year so you do not miss any more player spotlights in the future. My name is OmegaLuke, you already know that, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.